As we move into the final weeks of the regular season, here's a look at the teams jockeying for playoff position in the NFC. All these teams will be playing their hearts out, trying to claim the highest seed possible before Wild Card Weekend. It's the Seahawks going up against the Rams.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. And the Los Angeles Rams. And he motions the wide receiver. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And his first pass is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. The play fake to Rawls. Wilson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Robert Quinn in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's Austin. Look at the spin.
Balance.
They knew they were going to have great field position. Went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
First down, Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now Wilson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff. Left side, it's Dorsett. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a handoff looking right. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The throw on 2nd down is gone. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 2nd down, Rawls. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play call, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
On third down, Wilson. Open man there is Patterson, complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
First down, this is Rawls. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. This one left side, caught by Patterson. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Wilson a give to Rawls. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A second down carry for Procise. And he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. They juked him. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
But when you go from 2nd to 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Third down and 3. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Goff on 3rd down. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a first down throw. Gone. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have recovered. And remember, he put one on the ground last week. So the rookie now back-to-back weeks with a fumble loss.
And 0 excuses, but altogether not surprising. Rookie running backs have to adjust to the speed of the NFL. And it's not just in their running. It's the speed of defenders getting to them, how hard and aggressive they are in tackling, them raking at the football. So many things they didn't deal with in college, and that's one of the big adjustments that they have to make. Again, not a surprise, but he's got to figure it out.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. first down. Procise. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done. Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. In motion comes the tight end left. 3rd down. Here's Rawls. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. They'll run with Davis. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They go again with Davis. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Niall Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona. And that one is now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Cardinals. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun. Goff. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Goff on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room? What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
In motion, Patterson. After the interception, here's Wilson. He hits his running back, Procise. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down, Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. Meanwhile, down in Glendale, and the Cardinals continuing to surge. They've scored again. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Here's Goff now on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down. Goff now looks to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Sheldon Richardson with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And this is caught at the 8. And that goes for a gain of 31.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run down here with Procise. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. C.J. Procise with touchdown number 8 on the year. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
I think this is a free play for Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Following the penalty, it's Rawls. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
One of the things that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play, or making a play in space against a ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. In motion, Patterson. Now Wilson on 1st and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now Russell Wilson appears to be shaken up. And you know they're holding their breath over on that sideline. He's still down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. First chance for the backup here to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play. To throw again, Harrell. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Harrell, he's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Michael Brockers in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. In motion, Patterson. To throw on 3rd down. Harrell looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So the 1st interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later. It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally. From the gun, here's Goff. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin, and it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better. And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Rams on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Play action. It's Goff. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's got it up and through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Seahawks. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football? I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, you know, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them. I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did. Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there. Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it. I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again. Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. A good pick up there of 20 yards. First and 10. Harold dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Counter play, Rawls. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along? Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it? I do. And a loose football. Rawls loses it, and the Rams have got it back. They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there. Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Now they'll run it on the toss, finding some room in midfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll try the air now with Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Rams on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Goal. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Coming out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
To throw is gone. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter down in Arizona. And give that one to the Cardinals. They wind up winners. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. 20! And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Cordero Patterson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 1st and 10, Goff. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and now it's 2nd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
The slot man in motion right. Off the play fake. Harrell eluding the pressure right. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for L.A., the rough season continues as they plunge to 1-13. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more Log on to easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.